Southern Soul ECP, and we're back again with another edition of your favorite Southern Soul Trail Ride Gang. And you know what we got to do? Talk about those Puffy Isms. Thanks for tuning in, turning on last week, and talking about Puffy Isms, things that we don't want to do in Southern Soul because it doesn't look good or feel good or act good. It just ain't good. And we got to keep it real. We got to keep it 100. Mac's going to talk to special guest TT. MacBeetz and TT are going to talk about Puffy Isms in the business. Back in the day, R&B Puffy Isms. So we're going to get it straight. We're going to lay it out, and we're going to give you our recommendations on how we can take Southern Soul all the way to the very, 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 very top. Not just one or two artists, but how about 30 artists at the top? There's plenty of room because R&B today is consuming itself. It is eating itself alive with centralized activity. We're going to come with the decentralized activity and keep it real.
Southern Soul ECP, you know what it is, your Captain MacBeetz is speaking. And if you don't know, 120 accusers have come forward on P. Diddy, and they're being represented by a team of lawyers, and it's not looking good. So I got an expert that's been watching P. Diddy for 20 some odd years, my ace boon coon. We've been rocking forever. Tiffany Phenomenal, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. We got 8 different names for you. We're going to settle on one.
Right.
So everybody. Yeah, all that. So we're going to learn all 9 of these names. But for now, we're going to talk about this P. Diddy situation. She hit me with a heck of a theory earlier, and I was like, whoa, that sounds like it makes sense. Go ahead, tell me the theory.
Well, I think something is going on where they're trying to take down all the Black power men in America. And it's obvious, you can see it. It started with R. Kelly. Now it's P. Diddy, and now Jay-Z is on the list, you know. And these guys make it easy for them to go down because they do malicious stuff, and then it comes back on them. Everybody has recording for everything. Just as P. Diddy had recordings on people in his house, they have a recording on him beating on Cassie. So it's like they make it easy, but it's definitely, we can't overlook that all these powerful Black men are being taken down coincidentally. And then you got to think about it. Hugh Hefner's been around for years molesting women. Like in the Playboy documentary, there were some white women and some Black women who did not leave that house. They had prostitution night, you know, where prostitutes would, and they would get them tested, and sexual interactions came against their will or at their will. 14-year-olds were at that house. So you know, you have to look at things like that and say, well, now why is this happening to, not trying to defend what R. Kelly did, not trying to defend what P. Diddy did, because they were wrong. And so, you know, they needed to be exposed for that, but they're completely trying to be taken down to the point where they're no longer powerful anymore, monetary-wise, is what I'm noticing.
Okay, and you touched on something real important I want to talk about. There were models that have pictures in older Playboy magazine issues where it's proven that they were 14 and 10 and 12 at the time of the issue, and they in there naked.
Yeah. Women confess. Women that are now in their 50s and 60s. They confess to saying like, oh, in the 1970s, 1980s, I was 12, 13, 14 in Playboy Mansion. They confessed to having sex with Jim Brown. You know, Jim Brown didn't go down. Hugh Hefner definitely didn't go down, and he should have went down for a lot of stuff that was going on. So unfortunately, he checked out. So they can't go out. You got to think about Jeffrey Epstein. And it's like all these people who are just floating on past that are Caucasian, I guess I should say Euro descent, but everybody of African descent is like, no, we gotta prosecute this person. We gotta take them down. I think it was like a little bit extreme to have the feds come into his house, because I don't think P. Diddy was hiding or trying to go anywhere. You know what I mean? So it was just weird how everything went down. I'm like, wait a minute, the feds are here, like he's a murder. They're finding tunnels in the house, and it's like, are these tunnels being created? You know, you have to question everything in the media, right? And everything that people do behind closed doors. And now Kanye West doesn't sound crazy like he used to sound. Like everybody used to think Kanye West was crazy. Even I did. And
I'm the only one who never thought he was crazy.
Yeah, you did, but I did. And so now I'm like, oh, he's not crazy. He was telling the truth. Like,
right.
You know, Michael Jackson was the most powerful man in entertainment as well in business. To own the Beatles publishing, that was a big deal. And for them to want to get that back and take that from him, he had to be murdered. And then it was like this long line of just him and his family, his mother going to court. And so it's just like, why are all these men being taken down? Even before he passed, coincidentally, accordingly, he was still trying to be taken down with child cases and things of that nature, which we don't know what happened and things if that actually went down or not. But he was found innocent in court. So, you know, where's the setup coming from? So when they couldn't get him on that, next thing you know, Michael Jackson said, they're trying to get me, they're trying to kill me. And then he died. Whitney Houston said it to Brandy and Monica when she walked in on them and Clive Davis at the Grammys party, saying, yeah, they're trying to get me. So who are these people and how are they getting them? Because they're getting them. Whitney Houston is gone. You know, Michael Jackson is gone. And they said Prince was saying the same thing because Prince was being owned by the industry. And that's when he changed his name. So why is it when everybody get power, everybody come for their crazy cases?
And it seems like one of the cases that stuck out to me was the Prince case, because 3 days before he supposedly passed away from influenza, he was riding a bike all around Minneapolis.
Very healthy, very active guy. All of a sudden he's sick.
And dies 3 days after riding a bike. I done had pneumonia before. I'd never get on a bike with pneumonia. I didn't even want to get on my feet with pneumonia. They had to walk me to the car when it's really that bad. But influenza, after 3 days after riding the bike, something strange here.
But
and really, he owned all of those songs before he passed away. And now he doesn't own those songs no more. So his estate doesn't own those songs anymore. And another interesting fact that you should know about is that Michael Jackson's estate owned millions worth in catalogs from many different artists. And Sony sued the Michael Jackson estate so that they'll be able to get to those catalogs and those songs to settle the debt. Imagine that. But I definitely agree with her theory that there is something going on with all these guys being taken down, and all of Jeffrey Epstein's clientele seemingly have just walked off. Everybody's walked, and it's like, to be honest with you, I don't care what color a rapist or a pedophile is, lock them up. But I got another idea. I got an idea, you're gonna love this. Let's lock all the pedophiles and rapists up instead of just one side or one culture or one descendancy. Because I think the world would be a better place without all of them. So we got Tiff's theory. What do you think? Do you think it's something against black men? I done felt something against me since I was like 5 years old. Don't trust me, I know. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they just have it coming and they just have a fetish for being recorded breaking the law? Or do you think something's really going on? Let us know in the comments. Right hook that like button, cross, jab, punch that subscribe button. You know what it is. Drop a comment and share it to your friends and let them know that it's a conspiracy against black men that record themselves breaking the law.
Southern Soul EZP. Welcome back again for another edition of Southern Soul, your way, your style. We talked about Puffy Isms last time. And Puffy Isms have gotten a lot of response. Well, let me define what a Puffy Ism is. P. Diddy, the entertainment mogul from the 90s and the 1000s, is entertaining big issues with him surrounding his activities and the things that he does on the regular. And so how does it affect Southern Soul? That's the most important thing for us. Southern Soul, as I explained last week, is a decentralized activity in today's framework. It's decentralized in that you are responsible for your spins. You're responsible for your ads. You're responsible for your performance. You're responsible for your recordings. And there's not a record company around that's coming to the rescue. Everybody is trying to maneuver the waters for themselves in an entrepreneurial type of perspective. And so you are no different of the Southern Soul artists. In the comments section, I had a comment that says, well, why don't you show them how to get their own spins? Show them how to do their own ads. I will show Southern Soul artists, and I have shown Southern Soul artists, that there is capability. There is probability. I've laid it out in the Southern Soul fan page, Facebook fan page, for everyone to have an invitation so that they can learn what 30 years of experience in the music business has taught me to help better them. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own special way of doing things. And so you've got to contour your way of explaining to them so that they can reap the benefits of being profoundly awesome out in their approach and gain those likes, gain those downloads, gain those subscribers, gain those followers. So that's what it takes. It takes that dedication to be that way, and most of the Southern Soul artists, to your credit, are doing that. I'm here for the icing on the cake, the salt on the watermelon, so to speak, in a Southern Soul type of way. You already know what's best for you. You already know what you need to do. We're here to accentuate that and get your record spins and get your career on the up and up. Remember, it doesn't take a career to be like it was when the major distributors, the major record companies were in charge of your recording career. It doesn't take that anymore. In this decentralized atmosphere, all it takes is for you to have fans and for them to support you and to help you in your endeavor in the way that you request that they do, that benefits them as well, so they can get more of that Southern Soul music, so they can get more of that Southern Soul performance. So that's what it takes. It takes to create the atmosphere for you to move forward. It's a decentralized atmosphere where you're in charge of everything. Yes, we will assist you in how to be more in charge of what you're doing. And so feel free to comment, subscribe, like, and let us know. You can always do it in the comment section, because we'll come to the rescue in terms of what we know to help you in your pursuit. Now, in terms of these Puffy Isms, Southern Soul artists don't go down that road. And what I mean by don't go down that road is don't expect people to do things for you that are unbecoming just because they want to get on. That's not the way it works. People have to work to earn their place in whatever they're doing. So when a person earns their place, that doesn't mean it has to be sexual favors. It doesn't mean that they've got to go out of their way to do something that's unbecoming. Don't go down that road, Southern Soul artists. We've already been down that road, and it doesn't look pretty. Southern Soul is more of a family-oriented genre. When you notice that everyone enjoys Southern Soul music, from the youngest of us to the oldest of us, and all of us are in the concerts together, and we have to do everything in accordance to what the family needs to be exposed to, the younger members especially. So we already do that. Once you become huge artists in the Southern Soul atmosphere, don't go down the old school R&B hip hop way of doing things, in that you are trying to make people do something that's unbecoming for them to get on. That's not right. It's not fair. It's not respectable, especially to our ladies. So what you're going to see is more decentralized activity, more pull yourself up by your bootstraps type things. That's what Southern Soul artists do, because we don't have anybody to come to the rescue. Nobody comes to the rescue for the radio station. Nobody comes to the rescue for the artists. We have to get more out of that, though, and come to our rescue, to each other's rescue more often. We have to do that. If we don't do that, we won't survive. But right now, everybody is swimming on their own. I don't see collaborative efforts in the fan pages regarding artists. I don't see artists getting together like they should. Every now and then, promoters bring artists together and they perform together, which is good, and they become friends and maybe do subsequent shows. But we need more of that. We need more camaraderie. We need more collectivism. We need more artists supporting each other and respecting each other and working with one another. It's really important for us to do that. Sometimes we have to do shows ourselves to showcase the abilities to make sure that these promoters see who we are. And when you do your shows yourselves, people will come, they will show up, and they will promote you. So how do you pay dues on the come up in Southern Soul? How do you pay dues on the come up? You pay dues by helping each other. You pay dues by helping the person that's got a little bit more exposure than you. You pay dues by sharing their videos, doing oral agreement, doing written agreements. Do those types of things to protect each other so that everybody has their interests addressed. We have to work together collectively more, spend more money in the Southern Soul community. We spend more money in the Southern Soul community and we get more results if we keep the dollar inside the community a little closer than what we have been. We do it, but we need to do it more. We've got to do it more for us to survive, or else Southern Soul will become an afterthought. I can't imagine Southern Soul becoming an afterthought. I know you can't either. Either we bond together and come together more often, or we will be dissipated. Southern Soul, EZP. I've been in the business over 30 years now, 30 beautiful years of the music business, in the sense that it's not extreme music business like we're seeing with these Puffy Isms. The Puffy Isms is extreme form of R&B hip hop genre that you don't want to go down that road. Go as far away from that road as you can go down that road. Many people in the music business are affected by this. It's not a good thing in terms of the way it's panning out, and it's no actual direct reflection on many of his works. When I talk about Puffy, I talk about Diddy. Many of his works have been outstanding, from gifts to groups. He's given stuff. He's done good stuff. And his mother came out and said that he wasn't a monster and that he shouldn't be treated like that. And we've watched him over the years. He just did some things to the extreme. And it didn't just start with him. He had to be groomed. And he was groomed by industry insiders. What we're saying to the Southern Soul community and the Southern Soul stars, stay in your decentralized format and do your decentralized thing. Keep doing that, what you're doing, but consider being more collective. Consider coming together more so that you can build this collective industry, the Southern Soul industry, which includes Zydeco, which includes juke joint, it includes Southern Soul, soul, blues, all of that. It includes all of that. Let's work. Let's work. Southern Soul, EZP. See you on the radio.
Right hook that like button, cross, jab, punch that subscribe button. You know what it is. Drop a comment and share it to your friends and let them know that it's a conspiracy against black men that record themselves breaking the law. Holla! We out!